From Greek mythology, Perseus emerges, a hero of courage and divine intervention. Born to a mortal queen and Zeus, Perseus's life was marked by destiny. His journey, filled with heroic deeds and monstrous encounters, became a cornerstone of myth. Perseus's courage, tested time and again, made his name synonymous with heroism. His tale, echoing across generations, inspires awe and reminds us of the timeless struggle between good and evil. An ominous prophecy foretold the demise of King Acrisius at the hands of his grandson Perseus. To defy fate, Acrisius imprisoned his daughter Danae and her divine child. Cast adrift on the sea, Danae and Perseus faced peril but were protected by Zeus. They found refuge on Seriphos, where Perseus began to understand his destiny. The prophecy loomed over him, but Perseus's resilience and courage grew. His mother's love and divine heritage became his greatest weapons. Perseus's first major test was to slay Medusa, a Gorgon whose gaze turned men to stone. Medusa, once a maiden cursed by Athena, became a monstrous being. Perseus accepted the challenge, driven by duty and a desire to prove his worth. His journey led him to confront Medusa, transforming whispers of fear into admiration. Perseus's victory over Medusa etched his name into Greek mythology. King Acrisius, burdened by a prophecy, imprisoned his daughter Danae to prevent her from bearing a son. Danae, unaware of the prophecy, lived peacefully until her father's fear drove him to desperate measures. Acrisius's plan to defy fate by imprisoning Danae set in motion events leading to the prophecy's fulfillment. His fear turned into obsession, leading to a cruel act. Acrisius's actions, born of fear, would ultimately lead to his downfall. The prophecy, like a thread of destiny, was inescapable. The oracle's prophecy haunted King Acrisius, driving him to imprison Danae in a bronze chamber. The chamber, a monument to his fear, was designed to prevent the prophecy's fulfillment. Danae, unaware of her father's intentions, was sealed in the chamber. Acrisius believed he had contained the prophecy, but underestimated the power of the gods. The prophecy, like a seed, would find a way to bloom. Danae's imprisonment set the stage for Perseus's birth and destiny. Zeus, enamored with Danae, visited her in her bronze prison, resulting in Perseus's birth. Perseus, a child of both god and mortal, was destined for greatness. Acrisius, discovering Perseus's birth, cast Danae and her son adrift at sea. This act of cruelty set in motion Perseus's epic journey. The prophecy, dormant but not extinguished, reasserted itself. Perseus's journey was marked by hope and despair, guided by destiny. Polydectes, king of Seriphos, sent Perseus on a quest to slay Medusa to rid himself of the young hero. The task, designed to eliminate Perseus, was a suicide mission. Perseus saw it as an opportunity to prove his worth. He accepted the challenge, driven by duty and heroism. The whispers of fate became a call to action. Perseus embraced his destiny, ready to face the Gorgon. The gods aided Perseus, recognizing his courage. Athena gifted him a reflective shield. Hermes gave him winged sandals, and the nymphs provided magical items. Armed with these divine gifts, Perseus set forth on his journey. He flew across the sea, concealed by the helmet of invisibility. Perseus was a lone warrior, his heart filled with courage and trepidation. His divine gifts would be crucial in his quest to slay Medusa. Perseus arrived at the Gorgon's lair, a place of terror and decay. Using the helmet of invisibility, he approached Medusa unseen. He used the reflective shield to view Medusa's reflection without meeting her gaze. With a swift stroke, Perseus severed Medusa's head. The Gorgon's reign of terror ended, and Perseus emerged victorious. Perseus's courage and divine intervention made him a legendary hero. Perseus, his heart pounding in his chest, quickly placed Medusa's severed head into the cabesus, the magical pouch that would contain its deadly power. He knew that even in death, the Gorgon's gaze could turn men to stone. He had faced the impossible, stared into the eyes of death itself, and emerged victorious. With the Gorgon's head safely secured, Perseus donned his winged sandals and soared into the sky. He left the desolate lair behind, leaving the petrified remains as a testament to his courage and the Gorgon's terrifying power. He was a hero returning from a perilous journey, a demigod who had defied fate and triumphed over impossible odds. As Perseus flew across the lands, news of his victory spread like wildfire. Whispers of his name, once tinged with fear and doubt, now resonated with awe and admiration. He had slain the Gorgon, a feat that had seemed impossible to all but the bravest of heroes. He had proven himself worthy of his divine lineage, a true son of Zeus. Perseus returned to Seriphos, Medusa's head, a gruesome trophy of his triumph, safely contained within the cabesus. He had faced the ultimate test of courage and emerged victorious. He had not only saved himself, but had also unknowingly set in motion a chain of events that would lead to further adventures and further cement his place among the greatest heroes of Greek mythology. Far from Seriphos, in the kingdom of Ethiopia, a terrible tragedy was unfolding. Cassiopeia, the queen, known for her vanity and boasting, had angered the sea god Poseidon by claiming that her daughter, Andromeda, was more beautiful than the Nereids, Poseidon's sea nymphs. This act of hubris, a common flaw among mortals, brought down the wrath of the sea god upon the kingdom. Poseidon, enraged by Cassiopeia's arrogance, unleashed Cetus, a monstrous sea serpent, upon the Ethiopian coast. Cetus, a colossal beast with scales as hard as diamonds and teeth as sharp as swords, terrorized the kingdom, devouring ships and dragging sailors to their watery graves. The once prosperous kingdom was now gripped by fear, its shores haunted by the specter of the sea monster. The oracle of Ammon, consulted in desperation, declared that the only way to appease Poseidon and end Cetus's reign of terror was to sacrifice Andromeda to the sea monster. This cruel decree, a heavy price to pay for the queen's vanity, plunged the kingdom into further despair. Andromeda, innocent and beautiful, was to be offered as a sacrificial lamb to the wrath of a vengeful god. Andromeda, chained to a rock at the edge of the sea, awaited her fate. The waves crashed against the shore, a mournful symphony accompanying her final moments. The sea breeze carried the scent of salt and fear, a chilling reminder of the monstrous creature that lurked beneath the waves. She was a princess sacrificed for her mother's pride, a pawn in a divine game of vengeance. As fate would have it, Perseus, fresh from his victory over Medusa, flew over the Ethiopian coast. He saw Andromeda chained to the rock, her beauty radiating even in the face of certain death. He saw the fear in her eyes, the resignation to her cruel fate. He saw in that moment not just a damsel in distress, but a reflection of his own struggle against destiny. Moved by compassion and a sense of righteous indignation, Perseus descended from the sky, landing before the chained princess. He inquired about her plight, listening intently as she recounted the tale of her mother's vanity and Poseidon's wrath. He saw in her story a reflection of the injustices he had faced, the machinations of those in power. Perseus, his heart filled with a newfound purpose, vowed to save Andromeda. He saw in this challenge not just an opportunity to prove his heroism once again, but a chance to right a wrong, to defy the cruelty of fate. He would face the sea monster, not for glory or reward, but for the simple act of saving an innocent life. As Cetus emerged from the depths, its massive form casting a shadow over the shore, Perseus prepared for battle. He held Medusa's head, concealed within the cabesus, ready to unleash its deadly power. He was a hero standing against a monster, a champion of the innocent against the forces of vengeance. With a swift and decisive movement, Perseus unveiled Medusa's head. Cetus, the monstrous sea serpent, met the Gorgon's gaze and was instantly turned to stone. The colossal beast, once a symbol of terror and destruction, now stood as a silent testament to Perseus's courage and the Gorgon's enduring power. The waves lapped against the newly formed statue, a gentle rhythm replacing the monstrous roars. Perseus, having vanquished the sea monster, freed Andromeda from her chains. He had saved her from a cruel fate, rescuing her from the jaws of death. He had proven himself not just a hero, but a savior, a champion of the innocent. He had defied the will of a god and rewritten the ending of a tragic tale. Andromeda, overwhelmed with gratitude and admiration, looked upon Perseus as her savior, her hero. She saw in him not just strength and courage, but kindness and compassion. She saw a kindred spirit, someone who understood the weight of destiny and the importance of fighting for what is right. In the aftermath of the battle, love blossomed between Perseus and Andromeda. Their shared experience, their mutual respect and admiration, forged a bond that transcended the circumstances of their meeting. They were two souls bound by fate, drawn together by the threads of destiny. They were a hero and a princess, embarking on a new chapter, their love story woven into the rich tapestry of Greek mythology. Perseus, with Andromeda, returned to Seriphos. He carried the spoils of victory and unease about Polydectes' intentions. Suspecting deceit, he sensed Polydectes' ploy to force Danae. Upon arrival, his suspicions were confirmed. Polydectes harassed Danae, believing Perseus dead. The king underestimated Perseus' resourcefulness and divine favor. Confronted with Perseus' return, Polydectes feigned surprise. Perseus, emboldened by victories, saw through the king's charade. He confronted Polydectes, revealing the deceit and protecting his mother. With Polydectes' deceit exposed, the king's supporters, fearing Perseus' wrath and the power he wielded, began to turn against their ruler. They had witnessed the hero's strength, the favor he held with the gods, and the unwavering determination with which he defended his family. The whispers of his name, once a source of fear and uncertainty, now carried a sense of hope and liberation. The people of Seriphos, long oppressed by Polydectes' tyrannical rule, began to rally behind Perseus, seeing in him a chance for a new beginning. Realizing that he was losing control, Polydectes, driven by desperation and rage, launched a preemptive attack against Perseus. He called upon his guards, ordering them to seize the hero and put an end to his defiance. The king, blinded by his pride and consumed by his lust for power, had made his final, fatal mistake. He had underestimated the power of a hero driven by righteous anger and the unwavering support of the people. Perseus, armed with the shield of Athena and the winged sandals of Hermes, easily evaded the guards' attacks. He moved with the speed and agility of a god, deflecting their blows and disarming them with effortless grace. He was a whirlwind of divine power, a force of nature unleashed upon the king's forces. The people of Seriphos, emboldened by Perseus' display of power, joined the fray, overwhelming the remaining guards and driving Polydectes into a corner. In the ensuing chaos, Perseus, seeking to protect himself and his family, inadvertently struck Polydectes with a discus. The discus, thrown with the strength of a demigod, found its mark, fulfilling the prophecy that had haunted Acrisius for so long. Polydectes, the deceitful king, fell lifeless to the ground, his reign of terror finally brought to an end. The prophecy, spoken years before, had come to pass, not through a deliberate act of vengeance, but through an unfortunate twist of fate. Perseus, hailed as a liberator, was offered the kingship of Seriphos. He chose to return to Argos with Andromeda and his mother, Danae. In Argos, he learned Acrisius had fled to Larissa, fearing the prophecy. During athletic games in Larissa, Perseus' discus struck Acrisius, fulfilling the prophecy. Perseus ruled Argos wisely with Andromeda, establishing Mycenae. The gods immortalized Perseus among the stars, a hero who shaped destiny. Perseus' story, woven with courage, divine intervention, and fate, resonates through the millennia. His heroic journey embodies the quintessential Greek hero. He stands as a symbol of resilience, overcoming insurmountable odds. His actions inspire us to confront challenges with courage. Even in darkness, hope and perseverance lead to victory. His legacy shapes Greek mythology and influences countless narratives. He represents the triumph of good over evil. Perseus exemplifies family, loyalty, and justice. His story serves as a moral compass, guiding us towards virtuous actions. Perseus' impact on generations is undeniable. He is an archetype of the hero, inspiring across cultures and time. His story reminds us that daunting challenges can be overcome with courage and determination. Perseus' story continues to be retold, reaffirming his place in Western literature and as a symbol of human potential. He embodies the timeless struggle between good and evil, the hero's journey, and the power of myth to transcend time and culture. His legacy connects us to timeless values and themes shaping human civilization. Perseus' image, often depicted holding the severed head of Medusa, has been immortalized in countless works of art, from ancient Greek sculptures and pottery to Renaissance paintings and Baroque fountains. These artistic representations serve as visual testaments to his enduring popularity and the captivating power of his story. They capture the drama and intensity of his encounters with mythical creatures, showcasing his strength, agility, and unwavering resolve. They also reflect the evolving interpretations of his character and his significance throughout history, demonstrating how his story has been adapted and reinterpreted across cultures and artistic movements. In literature, Perseus' tale has been recounted and reimagined by numerous authors, each adding their own unique perspective to his heroic journey. From Ovid's Metamorphoses to Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series, Perseus' story continues to captivate readers of all ages. These literary interpretations not only preserve the core elements of the myth, but also explore its deeper themes, offering insights into human nature, the complexities of fate, and the enduring power of heroism. The enduring appeal of Perseus' story in art and literature lies in its timeless themes and its ability to resonate with audiences across cultures and throughout history. His struggles against adversity, his triumphs over seemingly impossible odds, and his unwavering commitment to justice continue to inspire and captivate. His story serves as a reminder of the human capacity for courage, resilience, and the pursuit of a greater good, even in the face of unimaginable challenges. From ancient sculptures to modern novels, Perseus's image and story continue to be reinterpreted and reimagined, demonstrating the enduring power of myth to transcend time and inspire creativity. His legacy in art and literature serves as a testament to the enduring human fascination with heroes, monsters, and the timeless struggle between good and evil. His story continues to be a source of inspiration and a reflection of our own hopes, fears, and aspirations. Perseus's story is more than just a thrilling adventure. It is a profound exploration of the human condition. It delves into the complexities of fate and free will, and the importance of making courageous choices. His journey from a vulnerable infant to a powerful hero resonates with us. It reminds us that we have the capacity for greatness. He represents courage, resilience, and justice. Heroes are forged in challenging experiences and shaped by choices. His story encourages us to embrace our potential for heroism, reflect on the enduring lessons of his journey. Let his courage inspire you, his resilience empower you, and his sense of justice guide you. Subscribe to Untold Past and ring the notification bell for more stories.